Okay, so being a hardcore Sega fan back in the day, I never owned a Super Nintendo. But what was great is one of my bbest friends, Richard, who's also on the channel, used to have one. So that'd be pretty cool because I used to like religiously live around his house. I'd go around, play his SNES. He'd go around and play Mega Drive. And yeah, so the Super Nintendo, here we go.
Decide to step up to this kind of power, this kind of challenge, this kind of flying, crashing feeling. When you decide to get serious, there's only one place to come, the games of Super Nintendo. No one else creates this kind of experience, because no one else creates these kinds of games. Now you're playing with power, superpower.
Right, so yeah, I got a load for the Super Nintendo. A bit more difficult to get like boxed and complete with the Super Nintendo, that with the stupid cardboard boxes. But I've got my machine here, and of course if I want to play it on big telly, I've got the Retron, a couple of pads, all the wires that you need to play it. So we start with the box games, a game that everyone hates, but I personally love it, even my mate Richard loved this. That's Looney Tunes Roadrunner. It's a side scroller, really fast, cool to play. NBA Jam, box complete on the SNES. One of my absolute favourite shooters on the Super Nintendo, not quite as good as a kart version, which is a later game, which I'll show you a bit, but that's Super R-Type. Of course everyone's got to have this, but never managed to get very far in it. Super Ghouls and Ghosts, bloody well hard. And of course, Alien 3, great game. After finally learning how to play it properly, it is a real good game. Kind of hard though, super different from the Mega Drive version. Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo box and complete, because you got to have Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. In my personal opinion, it doesn't play as good as the Mega Drive version. It looks nice and flashy and colourful though. A game that I picked up really cheaply off the rips. Tetris and Dr. Mario. It's Tetris and Dr. Mario. Super Star Wars. Super Empire Strikes Back, and Super Return of the Jedi. These were all picked up for a really good price from Regenerating Gaming in Norwich, my buddy Simon. Purchased from Ali's shop, Retro Hunter. UN Squadron. Oh yeah, did I have to have this? I love this game. It's not perfect condition, but it's complete, and it's a really good game. Two recent purchases. The lovely looking but disappointing because they took all the best stuff out, Mortal Kombat, and thank God everything's back in and it looks lovely and it plays lovely, Mortal Kombat 2. Now it's time for the kart only. Right, so we've started off with Mario Kart. Me and Richard played this back in the day loads. The normal mode is fantastic, but we played the battle mode more than anything, and as of all like SNES games, you're going to get half yellow, half grey. But what can you do? Super Mario All-Stars, great game, especially including the proper version of Mario 2 and Lost Levels and stuff like that. A game that's way too hard, but Chris could play back in the day, Cybernator. Picked that one up if I remember correctly from up in Lowestoft. Game something or other, I don't remember. Game Exchange. And this one was my last ever pickup from Ian. Mega Man X. Really good game, and I so prefer these over the normal Mega Man games. Sensible Soccer. Also have the manual for this somewhere, but couldn't find it. Super Mario World, a game I really need to sit down and actually play properly, because back in the day I was such a hardcore Sega fan. I just refused to play them because I was stupid. I should have done. Super Punch Out. Good game, I picked up from Retro Hunter. Battletoads and Battle Maniacs. It's Battletoads, it's on the SNES, it's bloody hard. Don't remember where I got it. Another purchase from Ali's shop. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters. The best version of Tournament Fighters. Doesn't have the best characters, but it plays the best. Super Bomberman 2. Retro Hunter shop again. Really good game. I have a lot of cartridges. I have been collecting these for a very long time, so Axley, a really cool game. Shame if you go the wrong way. Everyone knows about Axley. It's Mode 7. Mode 7. Mode 7. Thunder Spirits. Got this from Tony when he cleared out his SNES stuff. What can be said? It's a version of Thunder Force. One of the Thunder Force. And it's really good. And my favourite, R-Type 3. Yes, much better than the Super R-Type. This was a pickup from Best Deals in Dover, and we agreed on 35. So, yeah, great, and really freaking worth it because way up there in price these days. Time Slip. It was cheap. It's weird. Donkey Kong Country. I remember watching Duncan play this back in the day. Me, Duncan, Pete Ingalls and Jason played through this. I had the water levels and they were bloody hard. Thanks guys. Pop and Twinbee Rainbow Bell Adventures. Back in the day it was from NoTeaNoCrumpetsJustGames. Finished shut recently. But Josh is still going, he's opened a new shop. So yes, if we know NoTeaNoCrumpets and know Josh from the London Game Market and stuff, he's still going, and he sold me this for £20 postage. Oh, what an amazing game it is. Street Fighter 2 Turbo. If you don't have this, Street Fighter Plan. Street Fighter Plan, don't you just love the way I talk? The game yet until sort of I didn't know I had it because it was on my ticket list, and it's Parodius. The SNES version, awesome. Cool spot. I don't know why I got this. Super Air Diver. Yeah, it kind of looked like Afterburner. You can go up and down and left and right, and it's not very good. Pop and Twinbee. Brilliant game. Brilliant game. Vertical shooter. Probotector. Alien Rebels. We want the Contra. We don't want the robots. We want the actual Contra. Great game. Really hard. Me and Richard didn't complete it back in the day, but we got halfway through it. Rebecca's Pupion. Really cool puzzle game. Super Tennis. Everyone needs Super Tennis because it is a great game. It's much needed for something else. Super Metroid. Game I really need to get around to playing. Yoshi's Island. I freaking love this game, Super Mario World 2. I actually played about halfway through this game. And, I need to go back to it. Super LSD. It's the Minutia universe, so I own it. Donkey Kong Country 2. Donkey Kong Country 3. Tetris Attack. Really kind of like strange. Tetris. Street Fighter Alpha 2. Surprising it works on the SNES, but has the world's worst slow death. Just to start the level. But it's a SNES and it's Alpha 2, so definitely worth getting. Even though I've already shown you one, the rest of my games are imports, which are a nice little universal depth. I actually have two of these. Where the other one's gone? I don't know. And the reason to have Super Tennis is because it's the most compatible game to put in the back to make the import games work. Because, I mean, unless you don't know, basically you take your Power game, which this one is the best, because not all of them are as good. Shove that in the bag, shove your import one in the front, press start, doesn't work, blow, 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 white, 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 pop it in, it works. Comes my import game. This was a pickup from Ninja Game, which is hilarious because it came with a cut-up box and manual. California Games 2. It's not really good. It's not very good at all. However, a couple of games that are freaking brilliant, and that is Battletoads Double Dragon. Well, freaking brilliant is an overstatement. It's okay. It's an okay game. But yeah, Turtles in Time. Hell yeah, this game is great. Just as good as Hyperstone Heist. I'd probably say Hyperstone Heist is better. That's the Sega fan in me, even though I do love Nintendo these days. Yeah, you can't be a Turtles fan. The thing is, I'm not really a Turtles fan. I kind of missed that growing up. You know, I was a bit too old to get into the Turtles, and they were Hero Turtles over here, not Ninja Turtles. But I still enjoy playing the games, and I actually liked the new film. And my favourite game, which was from Tony, Castlevania, Super or 4, I don't remember. But yeah, this is a weird one because you shove it in the import converter and it just doesn't feel like it's working, but you have to leave it like 2 minutes and then it boots. It's real strange. But Castlevania on SNES is a must-have. I definitely would like to get the PAL versions, but they are a bit cut down. And with SNES games these days, the prices are too high. But yes, that is my Super Nintendo collection. And yes, I have way too much Super Nintendo stuff. But it's all good, it's all good, it's all good, and I'm really happy with what I've got so far. There's still one or two I'd like to add to the collection. I'd like to get the shooters, I'd like to possibly pick up Russian Beat, and a few of the import games didn't come out over here, and I still need to pick up the original Street Fighter 2. But I'd like my Street Fighter 2 to be boxed with the manual, because the Street Fighter, and I still want to get me my Mortal Kombat 3 and my Mortal Kombat to finish my Mortal Kombat series off on the SNES. But yes, so guys, that's my Super Nintendo games. Awesome machines. A friend like Richard were back in the day. You know, when he got his money, he regularly got a new game. It didn't really last very long, the new games, but we always went back to the stable Street Fighter, and we would probably play that for 5 hours a night. But we did rent games and play other games through the year, and it was just great fun, great, you know, growing up playing both machines, even though it was the Sega van, and in the playground, Sega ruled, because they did. And now they're kind of like, we're still here, we release a nice game now and again, and we try and get Sonic right, which they do when they give it to fans, not themselves. But yeah, that's enough of that for me. This is my Super Nintendo stuff. What do you guys like on the Super Nintendo? What memories do you guys have of the Super Nintendo? Did you get into any playground fights just because you're a Super Nintendo fan? Let me know in the comments below, and we'll catch you next week with Nintendo 64.